Excuse me, my name is Susan Meyer.
Ma'am, this is a restricted area.
I would like to trade places with one of the people inside. Don't you do that?
Marquis of Queensberry rules. Of course.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It is absolutely cool. It's like, is this the adult version or is this the G-rated version? I'm from Long Island, New York. Came out to California, oh gosh, probably about 16, 17 years ago. I was on the phone with my mother this morning because I'm thinking of flying back to New York. And she will not pick me up. She's not going to pick me up. My father's not going to pick me up. My nephews, my niece, no one's going to pick me up. Do you know why? All I wear, you can't really see, but all I wear is pajama bottoms around. And my mother and my father will not pick me up from the airport wearing pajamas. I said I'm not going to wear pajamas. You got to pick me up. When I get off the plane, of course, I'll be wearing pajamas. And I had just started to like dabble into the acting career, and I was working on a soap opera called Ryan's Hope. I was walking up like Fifth Avenue, and it probably was about 8 degrees. Things were going really well for me in New York, but I just said, you know what? This is crazy, this weather. So I came out to California, and it's been great. I have to say, I've been pretty lucky with the amount of TV and film work and commercial work that I've done. Sure do. I'll never forget it. Got off the plane, and the first thing that I saw when I got off the plane at LAX was palm trees. When I walked out of the terminal, I got hit by a gust of warm air. And I'll never forget, my uncle's an old-time actor, and gosh, has done a ton of stuff, was on Chips as a regular, Ironsides, blah, 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 blah. When he turned around in the car and he said, Joseph, welcome to Hollywood. That's it, and been here and love it out here, And I ended up getting an agent, getting a manager. My first agent, oh my gosh, it was a guy by the name of Sid Levine. My first 2 auditions was with The Young and the Restless and Rocky V. And I landed The Young and the Restless, which was a recurring role, and I landed a part in Rocky V. And I was like, wow, this is so easy out here. Once I thought it was easy, then things quieted down. It's been really good. I just look at it, dopey luck. Oh gosh, I used it before. I mean, I was a producer when we'd go out to nightclubs. No, that was the other thing that totally blew me away about California. To me, I'm like a sports junkie, fitness, love working out and everything like that. All about, staying in shape, being fit. When it comes to women, I like, natural women, and, New York, beautiful women as well, but all done up and all made up. And here it's, just natural, free flowing, and it's just great. It's probably one of the best acting experiences that I had in town. I was fortunate enough to get a part on NYPD Blue that turned into a recurring role, which lasted about 11 years for me. Working on the NYPD Blue set, it was all New York actors. So we just had a blast. It was just a lot of fun. And the New York sense of humor, I think is sort of different from the West Coast sense of humor, but everybody was on that whole New York vibe. So it was great. It was just a lot of fun. When I go back to New York, I was just back from my high school reunion. And, you're listening to all the accents, and the accents, to me, they do seem like tough, And it's like, I'm listening to, friends of mine, and they're tough, the whole accent. And then I'm listening to, like, female waitresses and other females that I know, and they're tough, So I don't know, I came out to California, and I became like, I don't know, a little, wuss. I don't know. But, yeah, it's definitely, it's great. I mean, I love going back to New York. It's fabulous, but home is Southern California. When I'm on the set, I'm pretty focused on what I'm doing. When you're on the set and you're working, it's it's so cool. I mean, that's what we're here for. I mean, it's the bomb. What I always say is if you want to get in a career as acting, I mean, if it's something you really want to do, it's the greatest thing in the world. I think one of the great things about this town, about being in show business, the people that I've met, through my career is just mind-boggling. I mean, if it's Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones, our governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Val Kilmer, Mike Douglas. It's just, I sit here and I shake my head and go, oh my gosh. You know what? It's actually a compliment to what we do, to our work and what we do. So, it's flattering. There were two older ladies in the aisle, and one of the ladies, says to me, "Son, you're on my story. You're on my story." And then another lady turns around and goes, "No, he's on my story." So the one lady says, "No, he's on The Young and the Restless." And the other ladies go, "No, he's on General Hospital." And at the time, which was really cool, was I was playing a mobster on General Hospital, and I had like a 32-show run. And I play a police officer on The Young and the Restless, which I did for 10 years. So I was like, no, I'm on both the shows. It's cool. It's cool. It's really amazing when people do, stop you and spot you. And, I've had people come up and, know everything I've done on NYPD Blue, or, I had to, if I was in Batman or The Ring or, Rocky or anything, or, the TV shows. Just, it's really amazing. And I just look at it as it's humbling, actually. It's a great question. And I think the answer to that is deep in your heart and your soul, you have to know who you are. Hi, I'm Joe Sabatino, and I know John Ferrari. And for those of you out there who don't know John Ferrari, huge.
Oh, sorry I stayed so late, but once I had you stripped down, I had to go for it.
I'm really glad you did.
So now we wait 24 hours, and then we do it again.
Can't we just do it again right now, huh?
Love going back to New York. It's fabulous, but home is Southern California. This is the Actors Podcast Network.